Picture this. It's late at night, the world is silent, and your phone lights up in the darkness. You see her name on the screen and your heart races. She's sharing things she's never told anyone. Her fears, her memories, the quiet corners of her soul. You feel chosen, you feel trusted, you feel close. And for a moment, you let yourself believe that love has finally arrived. But then, something shifts. The messages become shorter, the warmth starts to fade, the spark you once felt begins to dim. Not because she stopped caring, not because she never loved you, but because attraction doesn't always follow love. Sometimes desire fades when comfort replaces tension. And in that quiet shift, you begin to feel it. The subtle pull of distance, the weight of uncertainty pressing on your chest. Brother, what I'm about to tell you in this video will change the way you see love, desire, and connection. It's not comfortable. It's not sugarcoated. It's raw. It's biology. It's psychology. And it's the truth that most men never learn until it's too late. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why women pull away just when they start loving you, and what you must do to reclaim your power, your presence, and your attraction. Music swells, then softens for continuation. It's late at night and the world feels smaller somehow, quieter, like it's holding its breath. You're lying there staring at your phone, remembering how just weeks ago her messages felt different, warmer, longer, filled with emotion. She used to tell you about her fears, her childhood memories, the things she never says out loud. You felt chosen. You felt trusted, and slowly, without even realizing it, you let your guard down. You allowed yourself to love her not just with excitement, but with depth. You started replying faster, caring more, thinking about her before yourself. And that's when something subtle began to change. Her tone shifted. The urgency disappeared. The long paragraphs turned into short replies. Not cold, not cruel, just distant enough to make your chest feel heavy. And you sit there wondering how something that felt so close can suddenly feel so far. From her side, it doesn't feel evil or calculated. She doesn't wake up deciding to pull away. It's quieter than that. When she first met you, there was tension, a spark built from not fully knowing where she stood with you. You had your own rhythm, your own life, your own direction. She leaned in because she felt your independence. She felt that she had to earn a place in your world. That emotional uncertainty created excitement in her brain, a subtle rush of dopamine that made every text feel electric. But when you fell deeper and made her your emotional center, something shifted in her nervous system. The mystery softened, the chase dissolved, and without realizing it, she began to feel less pull, not because she stopped caring, but because the tension that once fueled her feelings had faded. For you, it feels like betrayal. You gave more love, more reassurance, more presence. You thought love was supposed to grow stronger the more you invested. Every man believes that if he proves his loyalty and devotion, she will feel safer and love harder. But attraction doesn't always follow comfort. Sometimes it feeds on polarity, on the balance between closeness and individuality. When you start needing her validation, when your mood depends on her replies, when your peace depends on her attention, she feels the weight of being your emotional anchor. And pressure, even soft pressure, changes the dynamic between a man and a woman. She begins to sense your fear of losing her, and that fear quietly lowers the intensity of her desire. She might not even understand it herself. She just feels different, less excited, less urgent. She still cares, but the spark feels dimmer. Meanwhile, you feel the distance growing and you try harder. You text more thoughtfully. You over-explain your feelings. You ask if everything is okay, and the more you reach, the further she drifts. Not because she hates you, but because your reaching signals insecurity, and insecurity disrupts the emotional balance that once attracted her. It becomes a silent loop. You feel her pulling away, so you lean in more. She feels you leaning too much, so she pulls away further. In the end, the tragedy isn't that she never loved you. It's that both of you felt something real, but the emotional mechanics shifted. Love turned into dependence. Safety replaced tension. And when tension disappears completely, desire often follows. The painful truth is that a woman wants closeness, but she also wants to feel that the man she's with is grounded in himself, steady, purposeful, not emotionally collapsing at the thought of losing her. When she senses that you would still stand strong even without her, her respect and attraction deepen. But when she feels like she has become your entire emotional world, something fragile inside her changes. So the lesson isn't to love less, it's to love without losing yourself, to care without collapsing, to connect without surrendering your center. Because when a man remains whole within himself, a woman feels both safe and stimulated. And that balance, that delicate dance between intimacy and independence, is what keeps two hearts close without suffocating the space between them. Before you leave, take a deep breath and really hear this. If you've ever felt that silent distance, if you've ever watched someone you love slowly fade while you were trying your hardest, you are not alone. What you felt was real. The confusion was real. The pain was real. But pain is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of your awareness. This channel exists for one reason: to help you understand the deeper psychology behind attraction, relationships, and emotional strength. Not to make you bitter, not to make you cold, but to make you grounded, strong, self-aware. Because when a man understands himself, he stops chasing validation. When he controls his emotions, he stops losing himself in love. And when he builds his purpose, he becomes magnetic without forcing anything. If this message spoke to you, even a little, then subscribe and become part of this journey. We're building a community of men who choose growth over desperation and clarity over confusion. Hit subscribe, stay with us, and let's keep evolving together. Stay centered, stay disciplined. I'll see you in the next video.